now. And of course, by the time we go on the holidays and come back in, we may not have much time between our coming back from the holidays and the deadline for submission of papers. Dr. Sakinat, I'm going to be handing over to you now. You're not hearing me, Wondimu. Can everyone hear me? So we know whether it's from me or from Wondimu.
Professor Francesco, we can hear, but there is some noise at the background.
Oh, okay. I'm really sorry. Maybe I just changed my position. Is it better now?
It's better now.
Oh, okay. My apologies, please. So I have just welcomed everyone and notify you all that this is our last meeting for the year. And of course, thank everyone for the contributions to the success of all our programs this year. And I said, understanding that this is the last meeting for the year, and we know that many will want to travel or will want to start observing the holidays. But then by the time we come back in the new year, we're going to have very little time between the time we return from the holidays and the deadlines for the submission on our special issue. So we decided to kind of meet today and look at further updates that will be presented shortly by Dr. Sakinat. I know we have received some articles over the week based on the promises made by members of our network. But for those who are not members of our network, we will also want to hear from Dr. Sakinat and perhaps Aliyah. I don't know if Misha is here, and if there are further efforts, we need to reach out to them. Dr. Sakinat, I'm going to be handing over to you now, if you're ready to make your presentation. Aliyah, or I could make you a co-host so you'll be able to share your screen. Oh, awesome, awesome. So it's here already. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Francisca. Aliyah, please, I would like to share my screen. I think I've made some corrections on the slides.
Professor Francesca, can you give me the rights for Dr. Sakinat, because I'm not able to do that. I don't know why.
Okay. I've made some corrections on the slide. Or maybe I should send it to you, Aliyah.
No, you're co-host now. You should be able to
okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you to another edition of our weekly webinar. And I'll be starting just like we have been doing for the past few weeks, giving updates on our special issue papers. So now the outline of the special issue is that we have an introductory section, and we have 4 main sections where most of our articles are based. So some article could be based on section 1 or section 2. So it depends on the section your article is based. So the update that we have over the week, even as at past 1 p.m. today, on the abstract, we have some dropping, some authors improving on the abstract or extending the abstract. So some of the abstracts that were extended were Article 3 by Dr. Wondimu and his co-authors on coverage and reliability of data on COVID-19. Then Article 4, VODAN in a box, a semantic data model for the WHO ECRF and data capture tools by Louis Olavo Bonivo Marek et al. So they have dropped the abstract for this article as at last week. Then for Article 8, regulatory framework and fair compliance with health policy in Ethiopia by Dr. Araya et al. So they have improved on the article. And also Article 15, freedom to operate and convergence of tools by Samson et al. He just dropped his article, his abstract recently. And also for Article 16, beyond ECR, there's requirement for implementation in regular health systems by Folorunsho et al. So there's a big correction in the article, and it's been extended towards At least we have about 20 pages now for this article. And also Article 26, Leadership for Collaboration on Value Creation in the Common Across the Globe by Ronald de Jong et al. Yeah, they dropped the article recently. And also Article 30, Fair and Open Data Differences, a comparison of objective and principle by Puchu. I think he dropped this recently too. Article 33, e-health implementation in Zimbabwe, an exploration to the usability of fair in data integration by Kuda Kwashe. And also Article 34, implementation of fair principles in selected non-English geographies by Yin Lin and other co-authors. And also Article 33, enhanced collaboration in health services for underserved communities by Martin et al. They have dropped the articles, and at least we have 11 articles now that we have major corrections on. And also for the body of the article, the full-length article, Article 6 by Miriam Basaja and his co-authors, that's the fair equivalency with regulatory framework in Uganda. He has uploaded majority of the body of this article. He has close to 50-something pages now. And also for Article 7 too, fair equivalency with SATU data in Indonesia by Puchu. There is a great improvement in the body of the article aside from the abstract. Also from Article 19, Nigerian COVID-19 Fair Data Analytics with Machine Learning Models by Folorunso et al. We can see that in their results session, they have dropped some of their results, and maybe they're about to start a discussion. Then for Article 21, this one, Artificial Intelligence, Qualified Competence Without Comprehension of Essence by Statistilas and his co-author. This article, there's a great improvement on it. We have almost over maybe over 30-something pages there. And also for this article, to Article 31, COVID-19 data verifying through the integration of DHSI, DHIS2, and fair data points, using Ethiopia as a case study by Dr. Wondimo and his co-authors. So then also Article 35, that is the guiding principles of fair in regulatory framework of Zimbabwe's health data management policies by Kuda. He has improved this article. We have about this article is almost ready. It's almost ready. Then we also have Article 17 also, expansion to publication of non-patient COVID data, the verification process of migrant data in Tunisia by Dr. Miriam Gadalu and his co-authors. So these are all the authors. So we have 7 articles that are almost ready, and also 11 abstracts that we have major changes on. But of course, our timeline, we still maintain our timeline for January 15 for the first draft of the article, and also the requirements that we require between 200, maximum of 500 words for our article, and 5,000 words for the journal. And some of the requirements that we have for authors, that the authors have to contribute to the paper. Then we encourage multitude authors to a paper. Then also our link is still there to upload the abstract. So for the abstract and the article instruction is still the same link. Then we also in the drive too, we also have sample journals from the data intelligence journal that you can pick ideas from. Then also guide tutorials. These are some of the articles that can guide us. Professor Miriam dropped this article there. Then last week we introduced ourselves to 5 types of articles that this journal publishes. But for our own special issue, we are staying close to 3 of the articles. That's data article, research article, and a data application article. So it depends on where our article falls on. So for data article, it could be an ontology, it could be a knowledge graph, it could be a vocabulary, a new one that you design, it could be a thesaurus or protocol or metrics. So we encourage this for data article. And the essential sessions, if you are presenting a data article, introduction, value of your data, then the acquirement of the data, how did you acquire the curation process for your data, then application and limitation to the data. So then for research article also, these are the kind of articles that they take for research article. It could be a data analysis or data integration, data sharing, data sharing or state-of-the-art research findings. So, and these are the main section for the research article. You have an introduction, you have a methodology, you have your result discussion and the conclusion. Also, if you are writing for a data application, then for data application, it reports specific domain or cross-domain application based on data resources. And this, or it could be a repository or data-enabled technology. So if you are right, if your article or your idea or objective fall under this domain, then we categorize that as data application. It is acceptable by the journal. And some of the essential sections are introduction, you have the methodology, result, discussion, and then conclusion. But the major element for data application are: one, you must discuss the context of your application, the system environment, key points, and the application effects and experiences and every other thing that is essential to the data application. So this is the manuscript organization for the journal that we are proposing. That for the beginning session, you have a title page. So for the title page, you list the authors, you list the title, the authors and their affiliations, where they work or where they want to be associated with. Then for the beginning section, we also have the abstract, we have our keyword and the introductory section to your article. For the middle section, you bring out your related work. What work have been done in the past, or the research area pertaining to your objective. Then the methodology approach you want to use, then the experiments you perform and the result you obtained, and you discuss your work and then give us the conclusion. For the ending session, the journal appreciates you list out the author's contribution to the work or acknowledgement, then your references and author's biography. Then these are some other elements that they use for supporting document like figures and tables. So then there are references that all cited references in the all references must be cited and referenced at the end of the work, and the reference should be numbered sequentially in the order they appear. So the first reference will be numbered 1, and when you are referencing it at the end of the article, it will be number 1. So we also show us some sample journals in the journal, some sample articles in the journal. Like this article now is an implementation article and is addressing FAIR principles, F1, F2. We are familiar with these guiding principles of FAIR, and this is the title of their work, and they have listed all of the authors and their affiliations here. Then they also have their keyword for FAIR data, verification workflow, and things like that. And they also have their abstract. This abstract is about 273 words. So we encourage us that our abstract should be between 200 and 500 words. And then for the introduction also, they have the introduction, the methodology of the work. So he also represented his methodology in a diagram for easing or understanding. And the result here, this is the result to the work they presented. So they presented the work in a qualitative format. Then the final session, this is what the author's contribution look like. Then the acknowledgement of the people that support the article in one way or the other. So this is the references. Now, this one now, MD Wilkinson is the first reference to be cited. So that's why he's number 1 here. Then we also have him another reference to according to how they are cited in the work. So therefore, the manuscript template, they have a Microsoft Word template that we can download and adapt our work to the template. That is when we are finished writing the article. This will be about the last thing that we'll do. Or if you want to use latex, you can do that. This is the link to the journal. You can visit the journal for more inspiration and work or ideas. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. So I will hand over to Professor Francisca now, or if Aliyah have anything to add to what I've said. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sakina. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you for your contribution and explanation. So I would like to, so Professor Miriam asked me to go through the timeline which we discussed last time and ask authors how is the writing article going on. So I'm going to share the screen now, and maybe we will discuss it now. So I have here Maria. So her deadline for the, as I remember, for the 4 articles, 29th. And I would like to ask Mariam, how is the how is that going on? If you can just update us on that. Mariam, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry, I'm a bit up and down, but it's going on well. Yeah, I don't know if there's any specifics I'm supposed to update you on, but I'll have them within the Google Docs by the 29th.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And also, I would like to ask Puto if you can update us on the timeline and how is that going on in general.
Yeah, in general, I'm finished with introduction for the second article, the fair and open data difference. But I have difficulties with the third article about the data privacy because Eric Flickensil just replied my email about the scope of the article and he didn't want to be the first author. So he just replied the email. So right now I know what is his suggestion for the article data privacy direction. So and I discussed with Professor Miriam, and Professor Miriam told me that she will help me to make a direction about the data privacy article. But I'm trying to start the introduction of the article. I will inform you if the third article is there is another difficulties for the third article, maybe on the 3rd of January.
Okay, great, Puto. Thank you very much for the update. That's very good that you're going to be supported by Professor Miriam. Okay, keep us updated, please. So the next one is my article. So I must be submitted this article today, and it's on the Google Doc. I actually submitted it just in a few hours ago. So I think it's ready for the revision. Yeah, that is basically it from my side. Dr. Sakinat, can you update us on your articles?
Thank you, Aliyah. For the one of the articles, when we uploaded the results on the Google Doc, it scattered everything. So we decided to share the document locally, but I can assure you that we are going to meet up to our deadline, because myself and our co-authors, we are working seriously behind. So we are working seriously. Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Sakinat, go ahead.
Yes. So I said we will meet up. We will meet up because the government just scattered all of the results that we posted, even the diagram. So we are working seriously behind the scenes.
Dr.
We'll
Sakinat?
meet up with our deadline.
Yeah, I think we lost you for a moment.
Yes, I said that we are going to meet up with our deadline.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, great, Dr. Sakinat. Thank you for the update. Dr. Reginald, do you have anything to add?
Yes, there are two things that are coming out and I think are very important to notice. I think if you notice from Professor Sakinat's presentation, she managed to pinpoint the key author and the group, or the key author et al. And the friends who are publishing the article. So my assignment was to make sure that everybody involved in my articles or wherever we are mentioned, that we are up to date with our writing. So in this group where we are talking about verification of data, VODAN beyond COVID, so there's Wondimu under the team. So Wondimu, myself, and Professor Sakinat met on Saturday to plan, to make sure that each and every person who is in the group has a plan, has an idea what to write about.
Yeah.
So what we have planned now is to set, we already have the abstract, we have the introduction, is now to develop the theoretical frame. Theoretical frame could be according to each country. So the authors need to do a bit of data analysis from their own country in relation to the topic, and then feed in the Google Docs, so that by the time we are being asked to submit the article mid-January, we already have the first draft. And so the lead person for article is Wandimu, and I've seen also Professor Sakinat. And then all the other authors are going to answer the questions which we have shared in Google document. So this is our methodology of making sure that we beat the deadline. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Reginald. So as I understood, the first draft will be ready by the middle of the January, right?
That's right, because we are just setting the plan. I think in one article we are 16, another one we are 12. So for everybody to contribute, you need to have a very clear plan what they're writing about. And Wondimu did a very good job in setting out the questions. So for sure, mid-January, we should have a first draft. Wondimu is there. You can also add, Wondimu.
Wondimu, can you?
Thank you, Dr. Reginald. Just to add some points, what we have discussed last Saturday is, it would be good to measure, all co-authors. So we have tried to draft some question like checklist, and then based on that checklist, each co-author will join the team, and then they contribute based on their interest and also expertise. Once we got, the answer for each question, then it's very easy for us also to compile in the article. So just we share it in Google Quarter, and once we
Wondimu, can you hear us?
I think he disappeared. He's somewhere in Liberia, maybe the internet is good.
Okay. So thank you very much for the update, Dr. Reginald and Wundimo, and we will be waiting for the draft by the 15th of January, and keep us updated on the progress, and yeah, wish you good luck with the articles. Thank you very much. And I would like to ask Kuda to update us on the article writing. Kuda, are you here? I don't see Kuda in the list of participants. So, okay. And I'm going to check Misha. Misha, are you here?
Aliyah, if I may just speak.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Kuda is not here, but he had sent in the first draft of the article, which is actually a complete article. I think Dr. Sakinat gave the update. I received it, and I think you have also uploaded it. So he initially promised for the 28th of December, but he delivered earlier, and we expect the second one by the first week of January or earlier. So I just want to provide that update that Kuda has uploaded one, he has submitted one of the articles. Yes.
Yeah, I think this one. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I uploaded it to the Google Doc, by the way. Yeah, I just really forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I received the article, so that's why I was able to remember.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, okay, very good. Thank you, Professor Francesca. And also, Misha, I think he wasn't able to join this meeting, and his first draft will be delivered by the first week of January. So I guess he is still up to date. I mean, like his article will be ready by that time. May I ask Abdullah Hikawu to update us on the article number 14, if he is on. I see that he is not in the list of participants. So maybe I'll contact him later.
Aliyah, I think a member of his team is around, Dr. Adamu.
Yeah.
A member of their team is here. Maybe he can give us updates.
Okay.
Dr. Adamu.
Let me check the team.
Yes, Dr. Adamu. Dr. Adamu, can you give us updates on your paper, sir?
Yes. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, yes, Prof. Doctor. I'm on it. Actually, we are still working on it, and we are collaborating with Dr. Elijah and my HOD, Dr. Ibrahim. So.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for the update. And I hope we will get it very soon, the abstract, and the first draft will be ready by the middle of the January. Thank you very much for the update.
Yes.
And the next one, I would like to ask Professor Francesca to on the abstract on access and control, because I see that.
Yes, thank you, Aliyah. I think Putu already also touched on that, because we were actually expecting to hear from Eric to know the scope of the article and what he has in mind, since he's leading the access and control aspect of our project. And I think he just responded. So I will nudge Professor Miriam again, hopefully before Thursday, yes, Eric already responded now, so that Professor Miriam can put together the abstracts. Then Putu and I will take a look, and I know Bert already sent in his own contribution as well, but we need to put in everything together into a single document that we'll be submitting. So let's give it till Thursday. Thursday is 24th.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, 24.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor Francesca.
Alia,
and
can I speak?
yes,
Yeah,
sure.
just like Professor Francisca told you that Eric just reply the email. So right now it is Eric explain about the scope of article 27, but the problem is both of Eric and Bert, like they didn't want to be the outer. So right now we're looking for we're discussing about the who will be the main writer of this article. So basically that's the problem, I think, because Eric also replied my email, and he said that he's not a researcher, so he didn't want to be the first author for the article. He just provide the document for the scope.
Can I say looking for the leading author?
Yes, but maybe we'll discuss this with Professor Francisca and Professor Miriam to decide about how to write the content.
Okay, thank you very much, Pota. Okay, so the next one is Lynn. Lynn, are you here?
Hey, Alia. Yes, I am here.
Yeah, okay, great. Can you update us on the abstract? So,
Yes, sure. Thank you, Alia. I have updated the abstract for the article 34, and I've put everything on Google Doc. And I'm also looking for more participation of other colleagues who either can speak another language other than English, so that we can dig out some literature written in another language to find out the implementation of that region and area where English is not mainly used, or colleagues who are simply interested in this topic can also join, because we also need to focus on literature, even written in English, but more specifically mention about the implementation of FAIR principles in that region. For instance, like Germany, France, and so on. So that's pretty much the update. Thank you.
thank you very much, Lynn. So yeah, basically, I'm going to also participate in this article. So thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
So and the next one is Wondimu. Wondimu, can you update us on the progress? Wondimu, are you here? I see that he is in the list of participants, but his mic, I think, doesn't work, or something with his microphone. Okay, and let's go to
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
So maybe we should go to the next person. Dr. Miriam, are you here? All right. I think Dr. Miriam is also wasn't able to join the meeting. So
yeah, Aliyah, I can provide updates on the article. Yes, I think when I was making presentation, I said that she was trying to upload the article. That's article 17.
Yes,
that's article 17. Yes, she was trying to upload it. I think you eventually sent the link, and since she has been trying to upload the article, so I can say that the article is almost half done. We are almost there.
Yes, and she said that the first draft will be ready by the 29th. So
yes. So hopefully, by God's grace, it will be ready.
Yeah.
She has already sent the first draft around the co-authors for validation. But also, she's trying to upload that article. You sent her the link, but she has not been able to. So maybe before next meeting, she will have done that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sakina. Thank you very much. So, is anyone who wants to update us on the progress at this moment? If you have anything, please go ahead. Otherwise, I will stop share the screen and then give the floor to Dr. Sakinat or Professor Francesca.
Alia, maybe just a quick one. This article on collaboration for VODAN.
Yeah.
With Philips Ronald de Jong. I think the coordination, I'm helping to coordinate together with Baha, and there's a team there anyway. So I don't see it appearing most of the time who is coordinating that, but I'm helping on the side just to make sure that the article comes out, because some of the people get very busy. So just to take note of that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Reginald. Yeah. Okay. I think that is basically it from my side. Professor Sakina, Professor Francesco, Dr. Sakina, do you have anything to add at this moment?
Thank you, Alia. And thanks to every one of the authors that has provided some progress in their work and those who have actually submitted the progress. We are still interested in getting more papers from members of our community. So those who are yet to submit, they can still make submission towards the deadline. And we have also opened the submission to people outside of the main VODAN Africa and Asia network. So if there are colleagues from your universities or your organizations who are interested in the shared data management, they can also be encouraged to send in their articles. Professor Miriam and I are going to be working throughout the holidays to make sure we tidy up most of the outstanding work of the network, so that by the time we come back in January, we have most things ready, both for the VODAN Africa and Asia projects and for the partner projects in Norfolk, where VODAN Africa is also playing a very important role. I don't know if there are some members of the management team that have anything to say. We have Frederick here. I've seen him earlier. We have Frederick of Wanda. Frederick, if you have anything to say as from the program management team, if there is any information you'd like to pass across, as this is our last meeting for the year 2020.
Not really. Thank you for the opportunity. Just to thank everyone. It's been an interesting year, and we look forward to 2021.
Yes, thank you, Frederick. Does anyone else have anything to add, any information or questions or any announcements to make from the other members of the network? Both on what we have discussed and if there are other pending matters.
I think Putu has something to add. I mean, like Professor Miriam send a message to Putu and he's going to announce it. Putu, would you like to say anything about that?
Yes, yes, Alia, thank you. So Professor Miriam wanted me to deliver her message to VODAN Africa and Asia. She said that all of us are so wonderful and that she wishes all of us very good holidays with our families. And she really looking forward to seeing everyone in the new year. And also, Professor Miriam available for reviewing any papers during the holidays, and also any draft for the articles. Thank you, Alia.
Thank you very much, Puto. All right. So, Professor Francesca, do you have anything to add?
Yes, thank you, Alia. Just to add that for those who may be sending in articles for review, they should put me in copy so that I can easily nudge. Professor Miriam times she may get overwhelmed because like we're taking so many of the outstanding work into the holiday period, so that if I receive a copy, I can always nudge her on on the article to make sure that we're able to complete the review request timely within the holidays and get back to the team. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Professor Francesca. I think, if I'm not wrong, so we are done at this moment, right, Professor Francesca? Dr. Sakinat?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll also like to add that unless anything changes, we said this is our last meeting for the year, which is true, but then we expect to meet on the 5th of January, unless anything changes. So we are not going to meet next week, but we're going to meet on the first Tuesday of January. And I have also received some questions on finance. I'm hoping that by the time we're meeting next, I will have some further information for you. The FMO is a government organization, so we have had some delays based on some requirements. And of course, we also have the third-party management organization, the CODAID. So, and coupled with the sudden surge in the cases of COVID in Europe, we have had those delays, but I'm hoping that by the time we all return in January, most of those things would have been tidied up, and I think Frederick will have the contracts for everyone ready by then. Otherwise, that is it from me. So everyone, to wish you all happy holidays, happy celebration with your families, and to also request that you remember to keep safe. Now we're having new cases of the virus everywhere. I know it's now we also start to think of new ideas. Remember the VODAN Africa, we are right at the center of using data, fair data to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. So it appears that early next year when we come back, due to the surge in the number of cases, we have our jobs clearly being cut out for us. So if there are new ways, new approaches in which we can put our FDPs into more use, that would be welcome. In the new year, we're going to be investing more in the FDPs. We're going to be setting up our premise servers in the universities and providing broadband internet to be able to power the servers, so that we're really sure of the on-site hosting and then the localization, full localization of the data, and then data visiting that are, data visiting algorithms that are actually visiting local data. Also on our technical deployments, we have two core teams, the DSW team led by Getu and the CEDA localization team led by Alia. We're going to be strengthening those two teams in the new year so that every member of the VODAN Africa and Asia network will belong to, will be known as a contributor, a technical contributor to one or two, for those who are very strong and they can do two of them, since they're not clashing of this. So we're going to be seeing everyone, in addition to seeing one person as a member of a country team, we're also going to be seeing them as a member of Team CEDA localization or Team DSW extension. And it's actually good for our community because most of the data stewards are graduate students. So it provides an opportunity to like have an additional research path looking at the problems we're trying to solve in the DSW and in CEDA. It's an opportunity to also expand their research horizons as well. So that is it from me, and I would like to wish everyone an exciting celebration. But as we celebrate, let us be very, very careful. Let us be mindful of the virus. Let us be mindful of the traffic. Let us be mindful of this is the season. Crime rates will definitely be higher. We need to protect ourselves, protect our families, protect our property. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Francesca, and thank you everyone for joining this Tuesday weekly webinar meetings. I wish you a very nice holiday and happy celebrations like Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And we will see you next time on the 5th of January. And good luck, everyone. And keep us updated on the progress of articles. And if you have any questions, please reach us, me or Misha or Professor Miriam, Professor Francisco, Dr. Sakinat. We will support you in if you have any questions. So good luck and thank you very much.